In the winter of 1983, Soviet military operators stationed deep inside Siberia began receiving a strange radio transmission during the middle of the night. At first, they believed it was interference. The signal was weak, almost human, but there was something unsettling about it. Every night at exactly 3:17 a.m., the transmission returned. Always on the same frequency, always repeating the same pattern. According to leaked Soviet documents, several operators reported hearing what sounded like whispers hidden beneath the static. Some believed it was a numbers station used for secret Cold War communication. Others believed the signal was coming from outside the Soviet Union entirely. But then, the military traced the frequency to a location inside Siberia, and what they found made no sense. The signal was coming from an abandoned Soviet research station officially shut down nearly 11 years earlier. The facility, known only as Station 47, had been buried beneath snow and declared unsafe after a classified incident in 1972. No personnel had been assigned there since, at least officially. A small military team was sent to investigate. When they arrived, the station appeared completely frozen in time. The front entrance was locked from the inside. Snow covered the windows, and there were no signs of recent activity anywhere nearby. But the strangest part came moments later. Electricity was still running inside the building. Dim red emergency lights flickered through the corridors beneath the station. Old Soviet computers still hummed quietly in the darkness. And somewhere deeper underground, a radio transmitter was still active. The team followed the signal through a maze of narrow concrete hallways until they reached the communications room. Inside, they discovered dozens of old reel-to-reel recordings scattered across the floor. Most were damaged beyond repair, but one tape still worked. The recording began with heavy static. Then a terrified male voice started speaking in Russian. This station should have been buried. The voice continued, describing strange experiments conducted beneath the facility during the early 1970s. According to the tape, Soviet researchers had been attempting to study the psychological effects of long-term isolation in underground environments. Subjects were kept below the station for months without sunlight or human contact. At first, the experiments appeared successful, but eventually, the subjects began reporting the same thing. Whispers inside the walls, footsteps in empty corridors, voices coming through radios that had been switched off. Then the recording suddenly changed. The man speaking lowered his voice almost to a whisper. They told us the sound was mechanical. A long silence followed. Then came the final sentence on the tape. But the signal started answering back. The recording ended there. According to the surviving report, the military team attempted to shut down the radio transmitter before leaving the station. But no matter what they disconnected, the signal continued broadcasting. Hours later, the team abandoned the facility entirely. Station 47 was permanently sealed the following morning. Official Soviet archives later described the location as structurally unstable and removed all remaining records connected to the incident. But the signal never completely disappeared. Even today, amateur radio operators occasionally report hearing a distorted transmission on the same frequency late at night. A weak voice hidden beneath heavy static, repeating the same sentence over and over again.